boss. Boss, I mean boss. What is this, boss? Boss, take with a queen. The hell is you doing? What you doing? I mean, what do you... I mean, the queen's the most powerful piece. You're gonna keep the queen on the back rank? I mean, boss, what is... All right, so one guy's doubling on the C file, the other guy's doubling on the B file. My nose is starting to itch, as it always does, and king goes back to G1. Now, this looks like a draw. It's not. That hangs a queen. Stop hanging pieces. Stop it. Eddie, guys, he shuffles back and forth. His indecisiveness, his indecision, if that's even a word. I don't think that's a word. It might be a word. I'm a chess streamer. I'm not an English major. And if you skipped ahead and you didn't even watch that other match, if you just clicked the timestamp, what are you doing? Come on. What do you don't have 30 minutes to watch a Gotham recap? I am offended. You come to me on the day of the semifinals of the Gold Money Asian Rapid. I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse. Basically, you have no central presence in the center. Central presence in the center. Smart English, man. Watch some fireworks. Hopefully not set off any and hit yourself in the eyeball. And that's it. This is it, folks. We made it to the end of the tournament. Well, not yet. I have to make the recap. Don't skip ahead. Don't skip ahead. All right, here we go. Actually, there's no skipping. Magnus goes first anyway. So, game number one, Dingley Ren plays d4 and goes back to something that he's done many, many times in his career. We have a Catalan. Yesterday, we had d takes c4. We had king to king. That is definitely not a king. Although it is 2021, so anything is possible. You better not skip ahead. I caught some of you yesterday. And I saw your comments that you felt guilty. Well, today, learn from your mistakes and be better and do better. Which takes me to Magnus Carlsen versus Levy. And if you skip to this part, despite my warning in the beginning, I'm watching you. Okay. Queen g5, rook e3, blocks the queen, also prepares to transfer the rook to c3 if ever needed. Huh, I'm so smart. It's not like I've seen the game. Knight to e8 check. That must have been missed. Look at that move. If you take it, I fork your rocks. And forking rocks is bad. Normally for the fork, but not in this case. And Magnus has played a double fianchetto with bishop b2 and bishop g2. Italians, I know that's not how you pronounce it, but Cheetos are tasty, so I'm sorry. Queen a1. See, when Magnus Carlsen plays like this to team up his queen with his bishop on the ultra-long diagonal and, stabilizes his queen side in anticipation of it opening and infiltrating on the a-file, it's like a refined way of playing. When you play like this, what are you doing? I mean, it's time to quit chess when you start playing like this. But when Magnus plays, it's like, oh, wow. If you were to take on c3, I would play rook to b1 check. And you think for a second Magnus is up a pawn. Wow. Yeah, just queen b6. White's position sucks so bad, your rook is trapped. Like, look, if you unpin yourself, queen to b2 traps the rook. No, it doesn't, Gotham! Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Stop arguing with me. What is the most important thing in Black's position? The queen! No. The king? No. The bishop? No. The other bishop? No. Guys, the a-pawn. Black is up a pawn. Where's the pawn? You have to find where the pawn is. It's a really big problem for White. It's an outside pass pawn. Again, copying the world champion. But, former world champion. Some folks like to be like, hey, he's not the world. You guys do a little timestamp, but you'll be like 9:21 in the video. Gotham, you said he's the world champ. He's not. Magnus Carlsen's the world champ. It's like being the president. Just because you're no longer the president doesn't mean we don't refer to you as President so-and-so. Well, world champion Vishy Anand. That's how I want to refer to him. Now, you say, well, why did he allow that, Levy? Why didn't he play the move a3? Well, folks, he didn't play the move a3 because it's not the knight that would have come to b4. It's the queen. And then we would have had a Botez gambit. No, it's the pawn, b4. And we are going to have a bar fight. That's what we're going to have. We're going to have two dudes shirtless. Got to be shirtless. That makes it a lot more exciting. And they are a couple of shots in, maybe a couple of mixed drinks in. They're just going to fight. Just leave them over there. Throw a couple of coins at them. Like the Sherlock Holmes movie scene. First distract target. And then, he does all the... Anyway, that was a I'm really bad at transitioning from chess talk without an accent to a British accent. Please don't. I could do a better British accent, but I'm gonna just keep rolling with the punches here. A5, G4, B5. Here we go. The point is this: if you take, then you're just an idiot, because what are you doing? Why would? That's like buying a house and driving your own car through the wall. Like, oh, I don't. Yeah, no. I would just go H4 here, but I'm not young Krzysztof. He also probably did not want to get met with this move, because the truth is that this is an attack, but you know, that's like the way I can't even say words. I have to make sounds. And 5 of your 6 pawns are on light squares. What are you doing? I mean, again, it's like buying a really expensive house and just leaving all the doors and windows open with a sign saying no one's home. Okay, that's like what dude is doing. He's like, yeah, no one's home. Come, no alarm system. Just come on in. Whatever you like, you can take. Why can't I just play Rook B8 now? Rook D2. And because you never traded off one of my rooks, Queen B1 is not possible, right? But if you do it this way, and I play Rook D2, then Queen B1, and I lose because you make a new queen and it's GG. So that's pretty savage. The machine wants this. And after d6, it wants this. It just doesn't even... It's like pretending this pawn doesn't even exist, which I just don't understand at all. Oh, well, now it's starting to think, and yeah, see, this is the problem with computers. They're like, I have an idea! And then you go there and the house is on fire, and they're like, haha, oops. I don't have to do anything about it. You do, because I suggested it. White cannot move the pawn. White cannot move the king. Who can move? Literally, who can move? The G pawn. And after it takes, white would play here. That is how you activate your king sometimes. By sacrificing one of your pawns. The king just picks up the... Okay, no, just, you know, let the soldier sacrifice himself. It already gets exciting because Shahryar isn't one of these guys who plays bishop e7, b5, d6, knight a5, knight b8, Breyer system, Chigorin system. He doesn't play any of that stuff. When they're all together and fused... And all coordinating, no one is sitting here like, rook is 5 points and bishop is 3, so I'm better. No. That's not how it works. Trapped. The rook is trapped. What if I don't need the rook? Rook takes f6. I would yell if I was in the old apartment, but I have, you know, I have to get sound padding. gf6 and d6 and d7. A long time ago, you put your face in the barrel of the gun, you know, like in the movie where you press your head into the gun? Like, yeah, do something. Well, that's what you did, but now I have this move, and now I certainly will do something. The absolutely savage computer move, knight to d8. And if, for example, something like queen f6, looking for a queen trade, rook e6. Wait, what? Knight take queen b5. And anywhere the king goes, it's mate. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I hate computers, except this one because I record everything on it.